today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And the Cardinals.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Murray now on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 19-yard.
The numbers for Williams a week ago: 9 catches, 57 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
That's complete to Butler.
Complete to Hakeem Butler. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Rams have got it. They're the other way. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Simmons on the tackle.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Isaiah Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And it's third from the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it here with Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Aaron Donald.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will.
Murray on the keeper.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
draw play. Edmonds. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 42. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
On the carry.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
On 1st down, Edmonds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ashawn Robinson on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 31, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 4th down. Stay loose.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Goff. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
throwing on 3rd. Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a 1st down.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Akers, the ball carrier.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3. Brings up.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball so that maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A loss loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Murray able to find Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's got the rookie from Florida. That's Van Jefferson with him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Goff. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Goff, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It leads to
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And his kick is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That ball complete to Isabella. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 1st down, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Cardinals.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Complete to Max Williams.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Murray's pass.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good.
The kick is
and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Cardinals 3.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
27-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Cam Akers.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That is Isabella, the ball carrier.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Number 29.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is Butler making the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. L.A. set to take over again on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That'll be caught by Cup. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a run with Akers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Drake, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Cardinals first down.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Floyd brought him down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 16. Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 5-yard pickup.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
That's a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is gone. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Hicks gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taken right around the 44. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Edmonds. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Chase Edmonds, the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On fourth down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Cardinals 6.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
Over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Goff now to throw. The throw complete to Cam Akers. No gain, and it's second down. At the 23, it's second and 12. Back now here on EA Sports.
With the score.
It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Behind the chain, second and 12. Back to throw, Goff. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They'll run this with Akers. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
Number 23.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
41-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete to Butler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
The tight end, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play. Recovered by
that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun. Murray stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup.
Going right back to Akers. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Akers, the ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken in at the 22. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Edmonds. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
29, Chase Edmonds.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Rams getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away. And
after the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gone. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 12, Goff, and that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 50, it's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Goff throwing complete to Kupp. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 30. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down with Akers. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On first down, Akers. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime that ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Sam Sloman now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 21-14, 54 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Fight. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To throw is Murray. Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Cardinals.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Los Angeles, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.